Hey, psst, you, yeah. Quick, come here, quick. So, hey, do you want to join Welders? What am I doing here? I'm sick of LARNE poaching all my players, mate, so I'm trying to redress things. So, do you want to join us or not? You do? Why? I mean, yeah, excellent. Haha, in your face, LARNE, how do you like it? Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 7, Episode 4 here at H&W Welders, and today we're playing Carrick Rangers in the league, and then we play Zorya, I think it's pronounced, of Ukraine in the Europa Conference League group stages. But the big news since last episode is that we have taken one of LARNE's players from them. He's going to join New Year's Day when his contract is up, so sort of next transfer window. And let's have a look at him. I'm really excited about this guy. He's only 17, as I said, but he has all the key striking stats. Good finishing, good first touch, decent in the air, decent technique. Off the ball isn't too bad. Decisions, composure are good, and physically, again, he's relatively well-rounded. The strength is maybe an issue, but hopefully that will come with time. Has he played for LARNE? Not so much. He played a little bit for Institute back in the day, but I mean, he did okay in the Premiership as well. He would have been, what, a 16-year-old, 15-year-old at that point, so he's got the pedigree. I think he's going to do quite well for us. It probably means the end of someone like Reese Byrne, but obviously we're not going to rush this guy too much. But yeah, I think he'll do quite well for us. So very excited indeed that we have, well, not only got a good player coming to the club, but also we've taken someone off of LARNE's hands, which is nice. Now, there are 2 games to catch you up on since last episode, so let's get to that, starting with our league game against Crusaders. We took an early lead when strikers Oscar Thorne and Nadim Melvin Lambert combined, and secured the points in the second half when Hull played in Thorne. So a fairly comfortable win this by what is basically the second string side. Yeah, I mean, it was good to see Thorne and Lambert, or Melvin Lambert, combining. Simpson's form is becoming a problem, to be honest. He hasn't played well really all this season, so I'm starting to get a little bit worried about him, but otherwise, more or less, a very good performance from us. Final game to catch you up on is only 2, isn't it? Yeah, it was against Ballina Millard United. Again, this is in the Premiership, and they are, I believe, newly promoted. McCullough's cross was headed in by Cardboat to give us the lead, but Ballina Millard were instantly level before McCullough crossed for Cagbo again to make it 3 goals in as many minutes. Ballina Millard drew level again early in the second half, but Cagbo sealed the points and his hat-trick. So a strange game this one. Cagbo rescued what was otherwise a fairly poor performance from us, to be honest. Again, you can see Simpson not playing particularly well. He is unhappy because he wants to be playing more, and it seems to be affecting his performances despite the fact we're playing him as much as we can. Yeah, but a bit of a strange one. I mean, the goals they scored, you know, you'd almost like to see them try and do that again. But obviously they did it twice, so obviously they could. But you can see that their XG was, even with the 2 goals, relatively low. Obviously ours is massively padded by the penalty. And I think if you take that away, you can see it really wasn't a great performance from us. But we got the 3 points, which is obviously the main thing. Quick look at what that all means for the league table. And we're sitting not too badly, only 4 points off Linfield. Which is maybe surprising given how bad the start to our season was. But yeah, it's not looking too bad. Carrick Rangers, who we're playing first up today, are only 2 points back of us. And then Zorya, of course, the other game, obviously we went down to 10 men and lost to Olympiacos. The other game finishes a draw. So if we can get a win at home to Zorya today, well, it's going to keep us alive in the group, and I think that's kind of what we've got to hope for. But let's have a look and see what we're doing here. First up against Carrick Rangers, we're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation, as you can see there, and this is the team we're sending out. Now, we are obviously favouring Europe, and that, of course, means a slightly weaker team in the league. So it's going to be Taylor in goal, Moran, Williams, and Timmy as the back 3. Simpson down the right. Now, Simpson, you may notice over here, is more natural as playing as a wing-back now, so that is obviously a big help to us. Boyle goes down the left. Own goal Gallagher and Tipton, who of course is going to be suspended in Europe given that he got himself a red card, so he's going to play in the league. Ebioe in behind Thorne and Melvin Lambert, yeah. these two up top are beginning to look as though they might have a nice little partnership going. So let's hope we see more of that. Alright, so we can see the team sheets here. There's no one that I recognise, I don't think, is there as potentially annoying in their lineup. Certainly someone that's scored against us before. Just go out there, relax, boys. The result will come your way. We'll point our finger. We'll say we have faith in them. And we'll get out there. And let's hope that this second string can get the job done for us here. It's not exactly second string now, but just with the not the Cundell. What's his name? I saw Cundell down there, wasn't match fit. Completely fit. With the Tipton suspension, Boyle has kind of slipped into this team now as well. I think long term, Timmy and Williams will probably end up as our first choice, or two of our first choice defenders, to be honest. And Thorne and Melvin Lambert are obviously quite good up top, and Lambert this time is headed over the bar. So yeah, and I mean Ebiyowi, we know what he can do as well. So it's not a sort of a bad team at all. Oh Jesus! But yeah, you know, for right now, this is the team that we have in the league, and let's hope they can do a little bit better than they are currently. We'll give them one more encouragement, but other than the absolute sitter that was missed by Melvin Lambert, there's not been too much there for us. We will, we're not particularly happy with that, boys. We'll pump our fists and say we have faith in you. And hopefully see a little bit more from them second half. Now, I do wonder if there's tactically we can change up a little bit. Let's try lowering the tempo and doing that. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't say they've necessarily threatened us, but they did hit the post, didn't they? Oh, and it's there, and it's Oscar Thorne with a thumping header, his fourth of the season. There we go, that's more like it, boys, that's more like it. We'll take a goal from a corner if that's what gets us the points. Not a classic, but one that, as I said, we will take. Good ball in from Tipton. Not quite sure what Moore's doing there, but didn't distract Thorne. He buried his head up, and that is 1-0 to the good guys. Let's give them some praise. Now, my ideal plan here, and you'll notice, I mean, own goal Gallagher doesn't start that often. My actual plan was to play McLaughlin. I thought there was a penalty there for a second. It seemed like the whole thing froze. Everybody stopped. But of course, we've got him on loan from Carrick Rangers, which I stupidly forgot, which means he's ineligible. Ebiobi's played in Thorne here. Can Thorne get his second? He's all alone, and he makes absolutely no mistake with it. And a nice goal on the counter there, and it's 2-0. And you'd like to think we're not going to throw this away, though obviously we've done it before, and I'm sure we'll do it again. Ebiobi maybe played that pass a little bit too soon, to be honest. He hadn't quite... what's the word I'm looking for? Committed the defender, but Thorne was good enough to get down the outside of him anyway. And that is 2-0, as I said. We'll give them some more praise. Ballymena Millard winning 3-0. They're maybe not the worst promoted team. Ebiobi putting some pressure on. Can we win that? We can with Moran. Melvin Lambert can't quite get to it. And our Carrick Rangers. Melvin, this is your man over here, mate. Yeah, that one. Williams gets the header clear. And, I mean, he's offside, isn't he? Ref, surely? Yes, he is. The one benefit to this, actually, is that it's giving Timmy and Williams in particular, and I keep pointing to them because I think they will be first-choice defenders, probably along with, he's a mile off, along with Okocha in seasons to come, although Edgar's quite good as well. But it is giving them a really good opportunity to settle into the team, which is obviously perfect, because if we were just playing in the league, we couldn't probably afford to play them as much. I mean, obviously we could afford to play them, but you know, I mean, we'd want to be focusing 100% on the league. But because we are in Europe, it's forcing me to sort of split what we're doing a little bit. There's a cracking ball, and it's a dinked finish. That is much better, mate. You missed the sitter of a head up, but that is a very, very nice goal. Tipton with a wonderful through ball as well. And this second string is beginning to look a little bit like a first string, isn't it? Good ball forward there from Gallagher as well. Tipton split the defence in two, and Lambert, well, he sat the keeper down and just, teased the defenders with a nice little dinked finish. We come straight back. Now, ideally, we'd like to keep a clean sheet here if we could, boys, but we should get to that, shouldn't we? No, we're just going to let them have that. That's fine. Can Boyle win it back for us? It's a terrible pass. What was he trying to do with that? Melvin Lambert has got himself in a little bit of space. Now Thorne on a hat-trick is good in the air. Can we find him? Gallagher, there's the ball in towards Thorne. Thorne! Oh, he's rolled. It's a really good save, isn't it? 15 to play. Tipton goes across to take the corner. Is this Thorne's moment? Oh, was it right towards him there, wasn't it? And it's going to be yet another corner. Let's give him some praise before this next one. Tipton again. It's this weird angle that always you miss it if it goes in. Camera swings around and... Do we just... Oh no, we do have 2 men back. And neither of them went for the ball. Perfect, guys. That's exactly what I want you to... And now Boyle's just sucked in and sent down the river. Can we get a block in there? We can. So in the end, we did okay. At 2-0, 3-0, sorry, what I might do is Williams is looking tired. I want to try and get Curtis Coyle settled into the team. I also want to give some game time to the youngster Hill as a fullback, as a wing back, I should say. And that will do for that, I think. Coyle just hasn't quite... We'll just give him some more praise so we don't get complacent here. Just hasn't quite settled as I would have liked. Potentially he's quite good. That's a really solid win in the league there, isn't it? It just hasn't quite settled as much as we'd like. So while we're in a comfortable position, we'll get those guys on. I think we can get away with a well done there. It was much, much better second half, wasn't it? And that moves us now within 2 points of Linfield. They must have... Linfield lose. They've drawn Dungannon. I mean, LARNE look as though they're on their way into the sunset, don't they? But are we in a position that we could maybe look to challenge for second? Now, of course, the advantage to that is automatic European football, of course. We wouldn't have to worry about going through playoffs or needing to win the cup to get there automatically. So that is a nice thing if we can get it. Guys, wait right there. We'll be back in European action against Zorya next. And let's see if Cargbo can continue his goal-scoring ways. Okay, welcome back. We are about to host Zorya in the Europa Conference League. If we have any chance of getting out of this group, we really do need to win this game, I think. Aberdeen are hosting Olympiacos in the other one. A draw there is probably the best result for us, I would imagine. A 4... Oops, didn't mean to click on him. Although that's the guy that used to be at Chelsea, isn't he? He's quite a good defender. It was at Chelsea. Anyway, let's not worry about that because it's just going to get scary and depressing. It is a 4-2-3-1 formation that we're expecting from them. And this is the team we're sending out. It's the familiar team that has got us this far. With the exception of Tipton, of course. It is Taylor in goal, Edgar Hall and Okocha at the back. I'm keeping faith with them because of this link-up. They play well together. So we're going to keep going with them. Hall down the right, McCulloch down the left. McQuaid and Willis comes in to play midfield in this one. Let's hope he does well. Simpson, he's got to come good sooner or later, doesn't he? He's going to have Cargbo and Lucas in front of him. And, let's see what we can do. Alright, and here we go. There's some decent names, although, as we saw with Callis, I mean, we are, 7 years in the future, so these guys can be getting on a little bit. Go out there and impress me. Show everyone what we're capable of. Let's go with impress me. We'll point our finger. We'll say we have faith in them. And, let's hope we can... I'd say we have nothing to lose, but we do, kind of, don't we? This is a big opportunity for us here. And they're not playing the way we're expecting them to. I did have a look at sort of the match report for their game against Aberdeen, which was, of course, a 1-1 tie. It appeared off of that they really did score from their only shots, or their only chance. They only had one key pass in the whole game. Of course, it was a 1-1 draw. So that would suggest that maybe they're not the greatest team, but, I mean, we've got to have a reality check. We are a semi-professional Northern Irish team, so they should still be able to beat us and beat us well. Here we go with Lucas getting ambitious. Oh, Cargbo! What a strike! Oh, he's the new Messi. Hamzat Cargbo has absolutely smashed us into the lead. What a time to be alive. We're 1-0 up in a European group stage game. McQuaid did well to win it back for us. Lucas was a little bit too ambitious. And then Cargbo showed him how you do it. Goalkeeper had, maybe a little bit out of position there. A little bit, I don't want to say lazy, but certainly not where he should have been. And maybe slow to get back into position, maybe, is what we're trying to say for him. But this is absolutely brilliant. Now, if we can defend well, if we can defend properly, all that kind of stuff, or if we can get a second goal. Here we go, Lucas. McCulloch. It's there for Cargbo. It's headed away. Willis should get to that. Goes back to Okocha. Gets it wide for Hall. We know what he can do. Good ball from McCulloch. Can he tee up Cargbo? There's the ball in. It's away again. He gets a second crack at it. It's another ball in. Lucas, and it's again headed away. Third time's a charm. It's back post for Hall. Have it, Hall. No, he's taking his time. Back to Willis. Oh, and we've got a second stunner of the game, and we're 2-0 up. And Joe Willis, it's not his first goal for the club, but it's his first goal in a long, long time. And Joe Willis in for Tipton, and well, has he just secured his spot in the team moving forward? Nice ball back from Hall, and that is a stunning finish. Our second stunning finish of the game. We're scoring them from everywhere, and well, it's 2-0, and we go to the break with a 2-0 lead against a Ukrainian team, which is really quite ridiculous to say, isn't it? All right, we've got. Stay humble, boys. Stay humble. It's only half time. We'll tell them don't get complacent. We'll pump our fists. And Sean Simpson is again having a poor game. I don't know what to do with him. He's just... I don't know if it's the promise because he is unhappy. But, you know, you want to play. You're playing. You've got to keep playing well, mate, or else we can't keep picking you. We've got a corner here. Now, a third goal is surely that. It's towards Cargbo and just over the bar. Volpe in goal, I think, was struggling to get to that. We've got another corner. McQuaid again. There's another decent one, and that one is just past the post on the other side this time. We're toying with them. But it is only 2-0, of course. That can change very, very quickly. Simpson has to come off. He's embarrassing himself. Alright, so let's get Kundell on, and let's... honestly, putting a midfielder back into the middle like that is the most infuriating thing in the world. Yeah, so we'll do that. It'll just help seal up the middle of the park a little bit for us as well. And yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with Simpson. I've had a word to him, told him he needs to pick up his form, and, well, it's just not quite working. Considering they have 4 central midfielders, there's a lot of space in the middle of the park there, isn't there? Willis gets it wide. Nice ball for Hull. Just can't quite get to it. Okocha will pick it up, though. And can we get a third goal here and give ourselves, of course, a positive goal difference if that's the case? Stunning pass for Hull. Lucas is in the middle. He pulls it back towards Lucas. And his header is straight to Volpe in goal. I think I saw when I was looking at their team, Hugo Lloris is here as well. I think Volpe was the first choice goalkeeper. Lloris, I think he's almost 40, so it's not the Hugo Lloris that is currently at Tottenham, or maybe it is. He's not having a great time with things recently, is he? But yeah, they do have some decent players here. McQuaid, again it's Cargbo, and Cargbo wraps it up for us. 3-0 with 15 to play, and... well, Cargbo is keeping his goal-scoring form going, which is absolutely brilliant to see. He's very, very effective, Cargbo, isn't he? Very, very effective. Of course, his first goal was just smashed in from our home ground, I think, from Tillysman Park. It was so far out. Look at the space in the middle of the park there. What are they doing? McQuaid, again, I mean, they collapse in on him pretty quickly, but I don't understand why they're leaving so much space there to start with. Lucas is trying to score from everywhere. It's blocked away. I think Lucas is starting to get to the point where I'm seriously considering whether we leave him in this European team or if the likes of Thorne or Melvin Lambert needs to come in to partner Cargbo. There's a good ball forward. Lucas draws a very good save out of the goalkeeper. You can probably hear me. Look at the fans. Look at those Welders faithful up there. Can we get a fourth? It is headed away. Now, I haven't seen a score come in from the other game, though. I'll be honest, I haven't really been looking for one either. So it could be, if that is a draw, that we find ourselves still third in the group, but a positive goal difference. Now, what we don't want to do is lose the clean sheet so late on. Oh, and Taylor. Did he get a hand to it? Was it offside? It doesn't matter. There we go. It's a stunning win. It's a first win in European group stage football. That helps the finances, it helps the coefficient points as well, and we've 100% deserved that win as well. And I think that's probably the best thing about it. We deserved to win that. That was no fluke. So the other game, Aberdeen did get the win at home to Olympiacos. So it's very, very tight at the top of this group. You would fancy that after seeing how poor they were there, you would think that we're a decent chance of going to their place and getting a win as well. But that was all very, very good. Another 175 odd grand in the bank. Cargbo just continues to be, well, he's the star of the series so far, isn't he? And he really shouldn't be scoring goals in Europe when you look at that, but he's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. QPR we got him from. He is a player in real life. Hamzard, if you're watching, you're an absolute star, mate. I'm sure you're not, but yeah. Oh, I just am lost for words. That was so, so good. You can see their finances back up above 3 million. We had just fallen below, but obviously the gate receipts and then the prize money has helped that out. And guys, that'll do it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And we'll be back next time to continue this run in Europe. And it's going to be at home to Linfield and then away to Aberdeen. Two very, very tough games there. If we can get anything from Aberdeen, it'll be an absolute bonus. And, well, Linfield at home in the league is going to be a tough one as well, isn't it? Until then, guys, up in Aussieville, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.